some of those things. So let's just talk about the heart. So the purpose of the prophetic is always to reveal Jesus, right? It's always to reveal Jesus, always to bring that person back to relationship with the Lord. One of the things that we do in the inner healing and deliverance internship that I have, and in the training that I have, is if you've been on the other end of receiving a breakthrough session, you've probably had this activation done on you. But we do this with purpose. There's a reason, because the point is to restore the heart of the person back to Jesus. So that is the whole goal of what we're doing. And so we'll do this activation, and I'll say, I'll ask Holy Spirit to show the person where in proximity is God the Father to them. And sometimes we do the whole Godhead. And what we find, surprisingly, a lot of people, there's a distance. There seems to be a gap. There's a distance between them and God the Father. And there's some sort of lie that they're believing. There's some sort of something that they're believing about themselves or about someone else or about God the Father, and it's keeping them from having that full connection. And so we get to the root of what that lie is. We deal with that root. And at the end of most sessions, there's a connection. They're restored back to the heart of the Father. They're restored back into that right relationship with God. And I feel like when I look at that picture, to me, that's the same as what the prophetic is when we're giving these words, we're encouraging people and we're pointing them back to Jesus. And there's a restoration of comfort. There's the confirmation. We feel seen, they feel heard, they feel known, all of those things. And so one of the things that I like to do when I'm giving prophetic words, whether it be corporate or whether it be one-on-one, is I like to ask the Lord, I ask him questions first. I won't look at the person and try to read the person, because that's not good, right? Because we can get information that way as well. The source of the information is key. We want to get the source of the information to be the Holy Spirit. We don't want to get it from other sources. We want to really hear from the Holy Spirit for that person. And so instead of looking at the person and kind of just gauging them, which I think a lot of us actually do, and maybe we don't even realize we're doing it, but I will stop and I'll ask questions, and I'll ask the Holy Spirit, what is it that this person needs to hear from you right now? What is it? What is it that you need? What is it that they need to hear from you? What is it that you need to say to them? What is that communication? What is it that the confirmation, what is it? And then he'll begin to show me. And some of those, and we'll go over some of this as well. Some of that, typically, because I think my stronger gift is word of knowledge, which is a prophetic gift. It's not prophecy, but it falls under part of the prophetic gifts, but it's not prophecy. So I'll get a word of knowledge, which is usually something, which is always, it's present or it's past. Word of knowledge isn't future. Prophecy is future, right? So I'll get a piece of information about that person's present. What are they going through right now, or what they have gone through in the past? And then that'll start to birth out the prophetic word. But it's always because I've asked first, what is it that you want to say to this person? What's important? What do they need to hear for their life right now? And so it always should reveal Jesus.